next game to begin.
All right. Here's Andy. Pardon us, we'll be talking the whole time.
Yeah. We've always followed you guys ever since Redux.
All right, Jeff, how are you doing today?
Andy, I'm good. Glad to be calling the game here. Get back in the action. Looks like the Batbusters, they have 2 wins behind them from yesterday. Come begin today's ball game. How are you, Andy?
I'm good. I'll get my microphone on a better spot here.
85. 125 on my start.
Thank you.
Thank you. Who's bookkeepers?
I got it.
Commissioner?
Andy.
Brett. All
Brett.
right, Andy, once in a while, I'll check your with you.
Sounds good.
All right. Yes. Did somebody say something?
Be right behind you.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, I remember a lot of favors somebody.
It's for you. It's,
I know how I miss my ball. They must have
it's for you.
left my
Yeah,
car.
you'll know.
You know where that wagon is? This ball wagon. Can you grab
Dollar bills. Okay. Well, Lane is warming up. And he's getting the lineup in. Bit chilly here, about 40 degrees.
All right. Lineup's in.
We all
Game's
set?
getting ready to start.
Good.
Welcome, everyone. 9:40 a.m. here in chilly Aurora, Colorado. 10:40 p.m. in Vietnam. Welcome to our Vietnamese audience.
I sure like that international following. Except when they write in comments, I have trouble reading it. I don't know about you.
We'll get that Google translator going.
Oh, okay. Well, you've got the solution then. We're all set. I think we're ready for a ball game here.
All right. I'll set the defense real quick. We've got Elena pitching, Seffi catching, Sophie Magley on third, Haley on shortstop, Brooklyn on second, Sophie Horvitz on first. Left to right in the outfield is Sophie Valletta, Maria Morris, and Sophia O. And batting for the Firecrackers team is
Nice change up. It was low. That was a good pitch. Andy, let's just hope the Firecrackers don't explode later for a bunch of runs.
that is always the concern when you play the Firecrackers.
Yeah,
But we would like a good show if we can get one.
there
There's
you go.
a hard ball to right field. So leadoff single. That'll bring up Geyer.
I'm only seeing one umpire.
Yeah, we only had one in the first game yesterday. So sometimes there's two, sometimes there's one.
Oh, okay.
Maybe they're still on their way. Batter shows bunt, pulls back. Ball one. These teams actually practice in the same fields and time as each other during the week and have scrimmaged each other before, so they're familiar with each other.
Oh, okay.
Ball two.
You know
2-0
what I'm
count.
noticing? She's not wearing batting gloves.
Nope.
You don't have to, but you think at least to stay warm.
Yeah, some people like the feel of the bat directly. Still showing bunt here. I don't know if she's looking to actually bunt.
Oh,
Was
foul
in
ball.
fact, and fouled it off on what looked like an off-speed pitch. A little confusion out there as to whether that was foul or not, but it was indeed. So runner goes back to first base. 2-1 is the count. It's a gray, cloudy day here. Temperature in the upper 30s at the moment. There's a called strike. Runner steals second. So 2-2 is the count. Batter will be swinging away.
Maybe they'll move him to third. Move the runner to third. 1 out.
Well, with a bunt and 2 strikes, probably not bunting. Right.
We've seen everything in this.
It could
league.
happen.
Yeah,
We
it
won't rule
happens.
out. That's what makes a Firecrackers team unpredictable.
They can explode anytime.
Good block there by Seffi on the pitch in the dirt. So 3-2 the count. Ball just outside. So runners on first and second base here to start things off for the Firecrackers. A little early danger. And we get to the number 3 hitter, Johnson, for the Firecrackers.
How about a sweet double play here?
How about a triple play?
Ooh, a triple play.
Yeah.
No, I'd put that as an error.
I think that's right. Look for the throw before fielding it.
Yeah.
So bases loaded, nobody out. That brings Jay Noel to the plate. Players are all wisely wearing their sweatshirts or sleeves or sometimes both. Stay warm here.
Yeah.
Called
Nice
strike
play.
on the outside corner. 1-1.
That was good. That ball curved, low and away. Perfect pitch. It was very nice.
Yeah, you want to get maybe a little ground ball back to the pitcher. Get that force at home here.
I'm with you on that.
Good block there by Seffi on the ball in the dirt. So 2-1 is the count.
I'm smelling some breakfast food.
Yeah.
Tacos,
Tacos maybe.
Tacos, a burrito, something smells good.
Nice steak.
Yeah.
Steak
Maybe-
and eggs go good together. There's a
There we
great
go.
pitch on the outside corner. Strike swinging. 2-2 is the count.
That had a vertical drop. That was a very nice pitch. And I've seen these field for years going by on 470, the highway behind us, in front of Cherry Creek Dam. Never got down here to play. This
There's
is
a
pretty
ball.
nice.
3-2 is the count.
I'm trying to see the outfield fence. I see poles. Is there more than poles?
There is a fence there. It's hard to see it, and it doesn't go all the way to the ground. So a ground ball we've had a few roll through them. There's a foul ball on the. I think that might have been the rise ball there. It's a new pitch that Elaine has been featuring.
That's the first pitch up I've seen. She's been keeping everything around the knees.
Yeah, that's good. Moving the eye level up and down here.
Yep.
See if she stays up or maybe goes back down again here.
Well, now it's time for the low ball, ground ball, double play. Yes.
There's a pop-up that's going to be just out of play behind home plate. So count remains full with the bases loaded. Nobody out, nobody in yet, but danger on all the bases at the moment. There's a changeup that just kind of stuck in the hands, and that's cold weather. It's hard to get that grip. So that's ball 4. Bases remain loaded here. 1 run in. Quick chat here for the fielders. Not an official mound visit, though. And so here comes Purnell at the plate. This is the 3rd left-handed hitter on the team here, so a lot of lefties.
Well, we've got a lot of Sophies on the team. They got a lot of lefties.
Yeah. Ball 1.
She's going through that slapping motion.
She's looking to do it. Just pop that ball over the left side of the infield.
That's hard to do. Used to be a trend. Now it's kind of dying down because it's not working so well.
There's a called strike. 1-1 count.
And that's what you do.
Line drive to shortstop. Nice catch by Haley over there. So that'll be the first out. Now, Adam will come out and have a conversation. He may be talking about corners in, middle infield, go for the double play.
You think this is a team that'll squeeze right now?
I wouldn't hold it against them, especially since we didn't field the first bunt. Sometimes teams want to see you be able to field those plays, and they'll keep bunting until you show that you can.
Usually a conference means something's going to happen here.
Yeah, and usually there's some good giveaways at a conference. You get those little magnets or little stress balls, a lot of pens and notepads. Showard bunt here, but pulling back right away. First pitch is in for a called strike.
Okay.
Good job getting ahead in the count there by Elena.
Next one. Let's see what happens here. Oh, good block, good stop.
1-1 is the count. Looks like she'll be. Called strike. That pitch looked like it had good movement. The batter sort of backed off, thinking it might come inside, and it ended up right over the plate. 1-2 is the count.
My shoulders started moving. I was thinking of hitting that myself.
There's a foul ball. 1-2 is the count.
We don't have a chance for the weather turning and being 70 by 1 o'clock, do we?
I think it's less than 1%. of
Okay.
That happening. You might get some rain at some point today, though.
No pitch. What happened?
That's no pitch. There was a ball on the field, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So,
Might have been a ball, so that helped us.
yeah. Though there was, you know what? There was definitely a ball on the field. All right, so the count remains 1-2. Bases loaded with 1 out. One run in so far. See if we can hold them here. Corners in. Strike three looking. That's a great pitch.
Great pitching. Good job.
Two outs.
Two outs. Another lefty.
Another lefty at the plate. This is Roebuck at the plate. They must all be switch hitters, and they read the scouting report and thought righty lefty's the way to go.
You think at this age are switch hitters already?
Probably not, but it's fun to say.
But the audience is thinking it now.
Yeah,
It's good. We got to keep them entertained here.
yeah. So 2 outs now, bases loaded. You can get the out at any base. So throw to second. The runner was off a little bit, but that's obviously a little dangerous with the runner on third base. I don't think the Firecrackers were expecting that themselves.
None of us were.
Yeah. A 1-1 is the count. Ball just on the outside edge there. 2-1.
We need a little dribbler to a fielder, get the third out. Let's get to the bats.
There's a ball in the dirt. So 3-1. This is a big moment here. If we can hold them to 1 run, that's a momentum changer, but a walk or a hit here. This pitch there on the full count.
It looked like a changeup.
So full count with 2 outs, bases loaded. The runners are going to be moving on this. So a pop-up would be nice, a little infield pop-up.
A strikeout would be better.
Yes, I'll take that. Negotiation on what pitch to throw here. Let's see what we got. Fly ball, that's going to be trouble. And that is a ground rule double. Bounces over the left center field fence. So 2-run score on that. It is now 3-0. And Fordham comes to the plate with 2 outs, runners on second and third base. So that was a clutch hit there for the Firecrackers. I think that should be, we should end it there. Let's not.
No more runs?
Yeah, let's not let them score again. And
Yeah, it's too cold to score more runs for their team.
yeah, I can't feel my left hand at the moment. That's how chilly it is. There's a pop-up to the left side. It's in trouble. Haley gets there. It's in that spot right between third base, shortstop, and left field, but Haley calls it, and that's a good way to end the inning.
I thought we'd lost it in the cloud.
Fred, I grabbed extra balls for you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So 3-0 at the end of the top of the first inning. Batbusters coming up to the plate.
Ow. Ah, the coffee put in boiling hot, now it's warm. Still good. I was talking to Josh Cooper before the game, and he was thinking maybe we need a little trivia going on about the players or the team
Okay.
between innings.
We had some general trivia last week.
Well, that was just our conversation.
Yeah.
Where's the ump going? I think he's going to second base to get the dirt off.
Could be, yeah.
If you got a real bad cold and sneeze, maybe from here to there, blow off the dirt.
That's high level service because we only have one up, but he's gonna cover all the bases. Last night it got so windy in the late game that we couldn't see anything, so the bases were all covered.
We're in the Dust Bowl.
We were. And it was swirling. There were little swirly, whatever you call them. I don't know what you call them.
Swirl? Well, that's
Swirly
close
cues.
enough.
The dirt was spinning up like a little tornado.
They take any young dogs or young kids with them?
Only the older dogs, unfortunately.
Yeah. Maybe they drop somewhere.
Cold front that came through.
All right.
All right, we're going to start things off with Haley at the plate. 4 First pitch is hit hard to
that.
center field.
That might
That's
be a
got
homer.
to start the game. So 3-1 here.
Home run, first pitch. She hit it with power and precision, straight center. Goodbye ball. Very nice. We got a run back. Let's whittle this run deficit down. Marie's up there left. We're getting the left-handers up there today.
We got a shoelace situation here.
Yeah, emergency shoelace tie.
Hard to tie your shoelaces with your batting gloves on. But even harder to tie your shoelaces with mittens on. I don't know if you've ever tried that.
I've never worn shoelaces. I'm a sandal man.
Shows bunt.
There we
That's a
go.
nice
Oh,
bunt.
nice.
It's going to be a close play. And they call her safe on first base.
Oh, called her safe.
It was certainly close, and she beat it out.
She looked like a step out.
I thought maybe, but there was a little bobble by the first baseman, and maybe that's what.
It was that shoelace tie that got her there quicker.
That was it. Beat it by a shoelace. So nobody out with a runner on first base and Elaine at the plate. And she
There we
hits
go.
the ball to left center field. That's playable. Shelby makes the catch in center field. There's good speed out there.
Yeah, that was a good running catch.
So with one out, runner on first base, that's going to bring Sophie Magley to the plate.
Boy, it's colder than I thought.
That's called strike one. Some people might even say it's colder than it is right now.
It could be. That's happened here in Colorado. Not
Yeah.
many other places. It's 40 degrees, but it could be 35.
There's the
There we
pop
go.
up to the right side. It's going to be just out of play. So 0-2 is the count. This is the kind of weather we normally see in spring softball, but we haven't really had it. It's been so warm, which has been nice. So it's bound to happen at some point. There's a fly ball to right
Halfway.
center field. That's going to be playable. Right fielder makes the catch. Throws to first. And runner Maria's back safe.
I think that hit Marie in the back when she slid back in.
I think that's true.
There should be some kind of compensation for that.
She seems okay, though, in fact. So okay that I predict she steals a base right here.
Okay, she's
Brooklyn.
okay.
Brooklyn at the plate now with 2 outs, runner on first base. 1 run is in on the leadoff home run by Haley. There's a called strike. Throw down to first base, back safely.
Wouldn't you know, and Maria's uniform is dirty already?
That's how you know. She's totally in it. This is only the first game of the day. We've got at least 3 today. There's a ball, low and inside. 1-1 is the count. 3-1, 3-2-1 is the score right now. It's Firecrackers scored 3 in the top of the first. Batbusters have 1 so far here in the bottom of the first. Maria did in fact steal.
There we go. It was a high throw. We have a runner in scoring position. She does score after getting her uniform all dirty. She should be coming in now.
Yeah.
It's only right.
The right side of the infield is in a cloud of dirt from the slide, which is nice. There's
There
a
we go.
hard ground ball up the middle. That's going to score a run.
Send her.
There is a play at the plate. It's going to be close, but Maria's in there. And Brooklyn moves up to second on the throw.
Good base running by Brooklyn. So we still have a runner in scoring position and 2 outs.
Yep. And 3-2 is the score now. And that brings up Steffi Hopkins to the plate. Steffi's got a shoulder brace on that I think is new, but I think it's like one of those bionic arms. And there goes the ball, long gone to right field.
Wow. Another home run. Beautiful hit.
It's the bionic arm brace, I think, because she has a lot of power anyway, but that just was demolished.
That ball really went.
That's our second first pitch home run
Yeah.
of the inning. So that's impressive. Good aggressive hitting.
That's a trivia question right there. You know, she could have hit that ball out of any park, even Yellowstone.
I was thinking.
Yeah. Oh, boy, that ball was gone. Pick it up in Salt Lake City and bring it back. We can use it again.
Look out, all you folks hanging out in Central Park this morning. There might be a home run coming by.
If it's good, you smack it.
Yeah. Pitchers want to get ahead, so that's often the best pitch of the at-bat. Second pitch is a ball, 1-1. It's not normally part of the gear, but I think the announcers might need to start getting some batting gloves for these cold games.
I know. I grew up in Colorado.
Maybe we'll be lucky and one of the players will give us a pair of gloves just as a souvenir. There's a swing and a miss.
Well, get some hot water after the game and soak our fingers.
Did you ever get anything from going to a baseball game from a player? Batting glove, a bat, maybe a cup of coffee?
No, just dirty look.
Dirty luck.
Yeah, that's about it. I didn't get much. How about you?
Well, no, I didn't. The closest I came to getting anything was I almost caught a foul ball at Yankee Stadium once.
Oh.
And had it in my hand, but wasn't secure. And somebody a lot larger than me essentially tackled me.
Wow.
Swing and a miss to end the inning.
Just for a ball.
Just for the ball, so I lost it.
Oh,
He's one of my favorite players growing up.
Hall of Famer. Great player.
Tall player.
Tall. He had about 80 scholarships. Football, basketball, baseball, and soccer in college. Oh, we have a blanket. Yeah. Oh, is that what this is?
Do you guys ever do shout outs?
We'll do a shout out.
Do a shout out to Skylar, who's watching from Storm Lake, Iowa.
All right. Shout out to Skylar in Storm Lake, Iowa. Thanks for watching. Glad to have you.
Send us some heat this way, Skylar. From where? Where's he from? Minnesota?
Storm Lake, Iowa.
Storm Lake, Iowa.
Storm Lake, Iowa. I haven't been there. Oh. I hope this is the right way to wear this. I'm freezing.
We have fans in every state and country on the planet.
To us.
First pitch is in for a called strike as we start the second. There's a pop-up that might be playable on the infield. Sophie Mackley calls for it in foul territory.
There we go.
And there's the first out.
We need that first one.
The right field.
Yeah, it was a line drive. Roped to right.
Ball.
I'm excited to tell my story how I got a baseball glove from a AAA baseball player here. But I'll get to it.
Ball. Well, maybe we'll do that. We'll do story time in between innings here. Hard ground ball fouled on the right side.
Close.
Swinging away on the 3-0 count. There's a fly ball to center field. This is a baseball field.
Those bloopers drive you crazy as a pitcher.
Space, good speed there. And we have Geyer at the plate, the second hitter in the lineup.
Round.
Yeah, that must be a set play. We've got 2 home runs already, so
Yeah. We're not playing small ball.
we're seeing all of it. Friends up in the sky.
Couldn't see it.
We've got the local airport nearby, Centennial Airport, And that's a jet heading over to St. Simon's Island in Georgia. So thank you for the flyover, St. Simon's Island
They must be listening.
friends.
Yeah, we got a fan base down there.
Oh yeah, that's just off the East Coast there. Nice place to visit. There's
There
a
we
swing
go.
and a miss for a strikeout.
That was a very nice pitch. Low outside. Very good pitch.
Good movement there.
And
So
let's-
2 outs.
The batter wasn't stepping towards the pitch to go get it, to hit it to left. They were still stepping towards the pitcher, so they missed it.
That's good. Good analysis.
Well, I was a pitcher, so that's how I know that.
Well,
It wasn't
that's-
my batting prowess. But anyway,
I mean, that's what people tune in for, though. That
yeah, they want the instruction.
deep knowledge base that you bring to the table.
Yeah, they'll be coming here soon, whoever's providing that. There we
There's a
go.
call track. We'll do some autographs once our hands thaw out. 101 count.
And when our face gets warmer, we'll be able to talk a little more.
Yeah.
Right now, it's just that icy stare and a few comments.
There's a line drive to third base off
man.
of the glove. So everyone's going to be safe. So runners on first and second base. It did at least knock the ball down, so we held the runner at second. But 2 outs, runners on first and second base. And Noel at the plate. This is the number 4 hitter in the lineup. Did the square to bunt pullback swing move. Sometimes hitters do that for timing reasons, or sometimes to try to distract the pitcher, or pull in the corner infielders. Any of those things could be why they're doing it.
Or they forgot they're not supposed to bunt with 2 outs.
That's true. There's a ball up high, 1-1.
Yeah, I keep on hearing in the stands, good eye, good eye. Officially, it's good eyes with an
Yeah.
S at the end.
Unless you're a pirate.
I get it, mate. Keep it low, keep it on the ground. Let's get a force. Get out of the inning.
There's the third out.
There we go. Hit that
So
well.
no
but it's
damage done.
straight to Maria.
Yep.
Back to the eyes comment. About 20 feet away, the batter focuses both eyes on the ball.
Yep.
So that's when they see it clearly.
Yep.
So it's good eyes by the time it gets to home plate.
Now some fish can't have both eyes on the ball at the same time. That's the difference between a flounder and a fluke, which can be used as baseball terms.
Well, that's a trivia that people are wanting and needing, so they can mention it at their lunch today.
Yeah, and if you're not sure, look it up. Flounders and flukes. They look similar, but different placement of the eyes. One has eyes both on the same side, the other one on each side.
Which is hard to do if you're trying it on your own. I can imagine right now there are a couple people at home going, I'm looking left, I'm looking right at the same time. And your eyes don't get stuck if you do that, just so you know.
That's true. All right, Sophie Horowitz is going to lead off the bottom of the second inning. Let's see if we have that first pitch aggression still in play.
Now, I don't know if the coach on the other team is calling for a heater because it's too cold today.
Ball called strike. High outside corner of the zone there.
Yeah, a bit up.
So maybe that's not the first pitch that you swing at. There's
There
a
we
ground
go.
ball. Picked
Oh.
up by the first baseman, though. I thought it might squeeze through there.
It looked like she followed through and kept on swinging. She didn't stop. That bat came up to the left. So she's working on it.
Abby Bennett coming to the plate here. 1 out, no one on base.
2-3 years ago, Abby made a terrific catch.
Called strike, same spot as the first at bat of the inning. So pitchers found a spot that works well to get ahead in the count. There's a fly ball.
That's
going to get over the second baseman's head. So there's a 1-out single.
Yeah,
Nice
great.
base hit there. And that will bring up top of the lineup.
Home run Haley's up.
Yep.
Think she's looking for a first pitch.
She's hit 100% of the pitches she's seen over the fence today. So that's impressive.
She thought about it. She
You could-
thought about hitting that low on outside to the right field gap.
Yeah. Well, you can see the pitchers intentionally starting the hitters off with an outside pitch after what happened last inning. 1-0 is the count. There's
There
a
we go.
hard
Oh,
ball.
go.
Second baseman knocked it down and gets the force out at second base.
Either way, that was going to be an out.
So fielder's choice there. One. Scoop over to second. Close play, but put out there. And we'll go to the third inning. Score remains 4-3. Batbusters.
Okay, I'm going to get on with my glove story. I did get a glove from a AAA player in college. One of my roommates knew someone who worked for the Denver Bears, a AAA team in the 70s, all the way from about 1948, and then the Zephyrs took over. But anyway, he played for the Denver Bears AAA team. And we walked in the locker room, and they had practice that day. And his name was Steve Greenberg, the son of Hank Greenberg, the Hall of Fame first baseman in baseball. Played for the Tigers his career.
Yeah.
And
Greenberg's well known.
yeah, very well known. Over 500 home runs in his career. So his son Steve, we walked in, and he was sitting there putting on his shoes. And I asked him, I said, you got 3 gloves here. Is there one you could spare you don't need? He says, sure, take one. So I took a glove, used it in college. And it was a tremendous glove, wonderful glove, and they get them free. It was a Rawlings from the companies. And he said, sure, take one. Didn't matter. They get their bats, they get their gloves, all that, shoes free. So I've used it, and I actually have it here today with me, not to catch a foul ball, but to give to my son-in-law, Doug, the coach at first base.
Amazing.
He was going to get it anyway, but I'm going to give it to him today. So a great glove, and free, and good guy with Steve Greenberg.
Ground ball quickly to second base where Abby Bennett has come in. That's a great story there. And, you know,
Where there could be jet service to the area and fly them in a helicopter. I'm willing to show it. And it does say G-Bird on it.
Again, the batter sort of leaned away thinking that was about Hank Greenberg, and you know the broadcaster Mike Greenberg, who for many years was on the show Mike and Mike, which was one of my favorite shows on the radio. They are not related. There's a swing and a miss.
Oh, he used to play ball with a guy in high school, Stacy Greenberg.
Now Mike Greenberg is, I believe, married to somebody named Stacy Greenberg.
Oh.
So that's how we bring it all together. But let me see if that's true.
Are we talking the small world theory here?
Stacy is, in fact, Mike Greenberg's wife, the announcer Mike Greenberg.
The announcer. All Greenbergs stand up and take a bow.
Yes. There's a high pop-up to the right side. It's called by right fielder Sophie O. Nice job getting to that ball. And so 2 outs. Ooh, and I've got the glove in my lap right now. This is a vintage glove.
I think it was a Jim Landis personal model. Landis played
Mics are on.
center field for the White Sox in the 50s and 60s. Oh no, another
blooper.
Had it restrung a couple of years ago. Top-notch restringer.
That's nice.
It's a nice glove, even
That's
then.
beautiful. Is that velvet?
Yeah, it's cushiony. It's nice.
We have one runner on base now on first base, but there's 2 outs. Strike one. Now we understand the audio might be cutting in and out a little bit. We think that may be due to the internet strength here. So hopefully people are able to follow along. There's a pop-up out of play behind us.
Phew, it's still cold.
You know what?
Yeah.
When you flip a coin, what's the probability of heads versus tails?
Oh, probably 50-50.
50-50, but whenever there's a foul ball, 100% of the crowd always calls heads, which is just something you don't think about every day.
You gave me something to think about. So tonight, I just want to sit there blankly looking out of the vacant expression out the window. I didn't know that. I didn't even notice.
That ball is in the dirt, so the runner will advance, and the count will be 2-2. So 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes, runner on second base. Deuce is wild. And there's strike 3 swinging. Nice pitch by Elena to end the top of the 3rd inning. Score remains 4-3 Batbusters going to the bottom of the 3rd inning. You for the next few moments until I return.
He interviewed one of these innings. Everyone's bundled up, wrapped up. Got to see who wants to answer some questions here. And it's my job to go find someone. I got someone back here. I'm going to ask them right now. Jason, you're cold, you're frozen. Between innings, we interview people, and here's questions. If you'd like to be interviewed, pick 3. That's all the time we have for. Any 3 you like, or make up one of your own. So you tell me what number, I read it, and you answer it. Just short answers. Say yes, because you're a very smart person. Yes? Is that nod? Is it shaking your head no mean yes? No? I'll get back to you another day. Oh, look at that.
All right, so I'm back. Elena hit a hard ground ball to lead off the inning that hit off the third baseman's glove, ricocheted to the shortstop. They got the out at first base. That's the old 5-6-3 double put out there.
That was a heads-up play. That's a tough play. She's on the ball there, literally.
Sophie Bagley puts a charge into one in the center field, and that ball is gone.
There we go.
Third
There we
home run
go.
of the game for the Batbusters. First one for Mags.
Great hit. Great home run. She's coming home to the welcoming committee. Third home run of the day. Beautiful.
I didn't know this about the Batbusters, but we are a cold weather hitting team apparently.
It's first I know of it. Hit home runs.
We'll have to change the way that terminology is used. Normally, if you're hitting the ball well, you're considered hot. And now we're going to refer to ourselves as icy cold when we hit the ball well.
And let's only schedule tournaments when it's about 40 degrees or less.
Yeah. We may have to start playing a few more tournaments in Alaska.
I was thinking so.
Yeah.
They've got a Siberia Open, but we don't want to go over there. Too cold.
Brooklyn at the plate now. First pitch is fouled off for strike 1, so 5-3 Batbusters here in the bottom of the third inning. There's 1 out, and Brooklyn at the plate.
Wow, 3 home runs. We haven't seen that in a long time. In one game.
There's a ball. That's called a turkey.
That's a turkey.
In bowling.
Yeah, in bowling.
Yeah, but we'll borrow it.
Well, we got the trifecta right here. Home run, home run, home run.
Ball outside. I think if we hit a 4th home run, that'll be the turducken.
Well, I know if you strike out 4 times in a game, personally, it's a golden sombrero.
There's a called strike.
I would a
I'll
couple
take your
times.
word for it.
Yeah.
That's just
Sadly,
'cause
I
I
know.
never- Two is the count here.
Whew.
Fouled right back at us. Almost hit the camera. We'll have to warn our hitters not to do that in the future.
No, you jolt the camera, and then our broadcast is a little off.
Yeah.
There are too many people counting on listening to what we say here to enjoy the game. I see we have apartments behind us.
There's a hard hit ball to
Oh,
left
that
center
looks-
field. That's deep. And that is off the fence.
Wait. What are they calling that? A double?
I don't know exactly what the
'Cause
call is there.
she touched it in play. So that's a home run if the glove pushed it over.
There's some question as to what happened here. The fielder got her glove on it, and I've seen her make that catch and roll over the fence, but she didn't make the catch, and the ball went over the fence. That is a home run.
That's a home run. That's right. It could bounce off the center fielder's head and pop over. It's a home run. All right.
So you don't get the joy of trotting around the bases when that happens.
Yeah.
But you still get the joy of having the home run, which is our fourth home run. So we are officially in Turducken territory.
That's right. It's home run derby today.
The score is now 6-3. Batbusters.
And here comes Effie. Maybe back-to-back homers.
Sophie's got the bionic shoulder sleeve on and crushed a home run her first time up. Ball one.
You know she's looking for another one. Two
What?
home run game.
You know, when you start hitting home runs as a team, people start looking for it, but that can be dangerous because you could end up hitting a lot of pop flies.
Yeah. Yeah, swinging up. Launch levels high.
There's a ball outside. 2-0. Now, this is the final game of pool play, then double elimination begins. So, Firecrackers are probably looking to get out of this without burning through their pitching staff, which may be why they haven't made a shift
that's a
here.
good point. That's a good point. Yeah,
Swing and a miss. That was a healthy swing.
that was a home run swing.
Trying to hit that apartment in center field.
Yeah, let's catch those people on the balcony who are trying to watch the game over there.
There's a foul ball
Ooh.
off to the right side.
Seffy's not wearing any batting gloves either.
I've heard people will come to these apartments to watch the game from the balconies. Kind of like out in left field at Wrigley Field, the bar top seating.
You have insights at the
Ooh, nice pitch on the outside corner, swing and a miss for the second out.
Yeah, she was looking for another home run. Double homer game.
Sophie O to the plate now. Two outs here in the bottom of the third inning. 6-3 Batbusters in the lead. There's a hard ground ball to the left side. That gets through for a 2-out single.
That must have felt good.
So inning stays alive here. And Sophie Horovitz to the plate. She had a hard ground ball to swing and a miss on the first pitch. Staying aggressive as a team. 0-1 is the count. Umpire calls time.
What happened there?
I think he wanted the coach on the third base side in the dugout.
Boy, he's got about 1 foot out.
Interestingly, that little pause there changes the outcome of whatever's going to happen from this point forward. Fouled off.
There we go.
0-2 is the count.
She's hanging in there. Group today.
And so we go to the fourth inning. The score is 6-3. Batbusters over the Firecrackers.
What kind of times they have on these games, Andy?
These are mountain time games.
2 for 26.
It's an hour 25.
Oh, 125, thank you. Oh, good. Those are nice long games.
Right here.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. 2 for 26.
Thank you.
Sorry, sir, I didn't catch your name.
Andy.
Andy.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. We've got a pitching change here for the Batbusters as Brooklyn comes in to pitch. Elena's going to move over to play third base. Sophie O moves into play second base. And Sophie Magley moves over to right field. So just a shuffle of where everyone is. No new players in the game. Just new defense.
Every time it's clean.
That ump likes to clean the plates.
Yep.
Keeps a very tidy home.
Yeah, especially
That's-
when with the dishes.
That's good.
He
He's
cleans-
got a vacuum cleaner out here.
Yeah.
Floor waxer. All right, so Brooklyn on the mound here. Evans at the plate for the Firecrackers. First pitch is lined, and
Oh, man.
down goes the first base coach. Avoided that.
Oh, man.
Still has the moves over there. It's back up again. Looks okay. Just a little dirty.
We don't have a camera angle on that.
Boy, a little entertainment going on.
Let's see here.
You think that's a message from the batter to her coach?
There's a pitch changeup, it looked like, for a ball, 1-1. And there's a foul ball off to the right side again. This one out of play, so first base coach is not in danger. 1-2 is the count.
Yeah, he needs to stay awake down there.
Ball low and inside, 2-2 is the count. Ooh, there's a changeup. The hitter bailed on that, and it was actually pretty close to being called a strike, but maybe a bit high. So 3-2 is the count.
But it's nice showing the batter that pitch. Hey, I can do this, so you better get ready.
There's
Ooh.
a line drive to second base, over to first, and there's an out. Ball kind of died. It looked like it was hit harder than it actually was, I guess.
I think the jerk ate it up.
So one out here. Okay. Here's a called strike one.
That's where the next two. Keep that ball away from her. Get a little tapper to the left side.
Just missed on the outside corner. That's
Right
a good
place.
spot, though.
Right move. That's where you go.
1-1 is the count. There's a changeup. Gets a weak ground ball back to the pitcher. Over to Sophie on first base for the second out. Changeup works perfectly there. Get that weak ground ball.
Yeah.
The hitter was a little off balance. Good job by Brooklyn. That brings up the number 2 hitter for the Firecrackers, Geyer.
Now, can there be a change down for a pitch change up that goes down? Or is it always up? I'm confused now.
That's a good question. Why is it called a change up?
Yeah, it could be a change down.
It usually is dropping, if nothing else due to gravity.
There,
Ground ball
another
back
one.
to Brooklyn at the mound. Nice play over to
There we
Sophie
go.
on first. Gets 2 putouts that inning.
That's a good dodge, man.
Sounds okay. Seeming to have a sense of humor about it. Helmets. Batting helmets at first and third. I think it'd be a good idea here. Ooh, and going to get injured, but the ball gets messed up, and you got to get a new ball for the game.
And that's really the shame when you lose a game ball.
Yeah, you don't want to lose a game ball.
Did we ever get a chance to talk to the scorekeeper to figure anything out on that?
I haven't seen him.
I was curious because that greatly changes how I play at the end of this game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a scorekeeper for all the games? One person?
Fred, do you know where Larry is? No, I haven't
Last
seen
time I
him.
saw him was up by my Jeep.
Yeah,
Unless he's over on the other side.
that's what I wonder. All right, thanks.
Firecrackers are going to a relief pitcher here. Number 99, Roebuck, is in the game. Left-handed pitcher. We don't see a lot of that. So a little bit of a different look for the hitters.
My guess
Abby
is
Bennett up at the plate. She's 1 for 1 today.
1 for 1. Yep.
Jeff, you were going to say something about the new pitcher.
Yeah, I'm thinking she may be pitching the next game and kind of getting warmed up now here.
Yep, that makes sense. First pitch. That is fouled on the first base line. That had a lot of spin to it. That's one of those balls that could last second just spin right back into fair territory.
That's right.
But stays foul, so it's 0-1 is the count. Second pitch in the dirt, 1-1. There's another one. Slipped out of the hand, I think.
Yeah, that one left the 7-10 pins up and came rolling in. Now, if the batter swung at it and hit it, that's fair. It's okay.
That's true. There's a swing and a miss for strike two. If you have your pitching wedge with you, or your sand wedge, that might be a good one to hit. 2-2 the count here for Abby's leading off the bottom of the 4th inning. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Pitcher knocks it down and looks over to first and makes the out. So we are at the top of the lineup here. Haley at the plate. 1 for 2 with a home run today. That ball had a lot of movement. It's a called strike. Got away from the catcher. It was moving so much.
Yeah, that ball came down the middle and then
I'd say probably a curveball.
It looked like
From
a
the
curveball from the lefty.
Yeah.
Yeah, went in.
Here's
She's
one
having
in
trouble
the
with the grip because it's cold.
Yep.
Now, they could allow her to blow in her hand to get a little feel better. Sometimes they do that when it's real cold, but I don't know the rules here in softball, but they do.
There's another ball in the dirt.
Yeah.
On the really fancy fields, they put a little fire pit right behind pitcher's mound. You can really warm up.
And you can roast some s'mores while you're between pitches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good to stay full while pitching.
There we go. Yeah, she's having trouble with the grip.
3-1 is the count.
Rosie, I think we played against her before.
We've seen her before, Rosie Roebuck.
Rosie. There we go.
Here's a line drive that just sort of looked like it might get over the infield, and it just sort of died, and shortstop made the catch. Is 1 for 2 on the day. Foul ball out of play on the right side. No luck so far today.
No luck.
Well, we have 2 more games at least after this, so maybe we'll. There's a ball. 1-1 is the count.
Yeah, we're getting messages. We want that interview today. It's kind of a thing you got to do during the game.
There's ball 1.
I'm thinking a couple years ago when we played Thompson Valley, something up north. She pitched for Cherry Creek. A team came in. I think this was her.
Swing and a miss for strike 2. So 2-2 is the count on Maria. For strike 3, so the 4th inning will end 1-2-3 inning there, and the score remains 6-3 Batbusters over the Firecrackers as we go to the 5th inning.
Do you know what field we're on next game?
If we win this game, we will stay in this vicinity, and I think we'll be on field 1.
Okay.
However, if we do not win the game, there will be several ties in place, so we'll have to see the tiebreakers. But there's a chance we would still win the pool and stay in this area for field 1. But we might have to move to, there's another set of fields a short walk from here.
Yeah.
We might have to go to those fields. So we'll have to see. It's a short turnaround, too, because the next game begins at 11:30 Mountain Time, 12:30 Vietnamese time.
I like how you keep our international fans updated. They need to know. You know, last week it was cold in the morning, warmed up by about now. Feel any warmth?
I'm not. First ball is hit foul. So 0-1 is the count.
Well, as they say, winning isn't everything, but wanting to win is. Experience for the kids. They develop, they learn.
There's a changeup. Oh, a sliding catch by Elena on third base in foul territory for the first out. Highlight real play there.
She made a sliding catch, dove for it. Caught the ball in foul territory. Great play by Elena, number 10, at third base. We've seen that more than once with her. Very capable fielder, very gracious out there and does a fine job. Very smooth.
We've got Noel at the plate here. This is the cleanup hitter for the Firecrackers. First pitch in, called strike. 0-1 count. Good job getting ahead there. Ground ball just gets under the glove of Brooklyn. That was hit pretty hard up the middle for a single. So with 1 out, runner on first base, that's going to bring Purnell to the plate for the Firecrackers. We got foul balls coming at us. Ducking for cover.
And that coach at first base did, because that was heading his way. He's zoned in on foul balls coming.
There's a ground ball to shortstop. Flip to second. Over to first. They get the out at second. Runner safe on first, so good fielder's choice out. So Haley over to Sophie O for the out on second. Runner safe on first.
No.
2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. We're about 10 minutes left in the game. Batter squares to bunt, fouls it. What do you think about that, Jeff? It must have been trying to catch us off guard with 2 outs, going for the bunt.
The main question, Andy, is are they catching us off guard? We're supposed to know these things almost in advance.
That's true. Swing and a miss for strike 2. The announcers, we get the transcript before the game even begins, so we should know what's happening.
Yeah, we have in advance. Everything's on time delay. Ooh,
There's
yes,
a changeup.
yes.
Ooh, that was right down the middle, but maybe a little high. So 1-2 is the count with 2 outs.
It was maybe a little high.
That's a good pitch, though, especially on 0-2. Nobody was expecting that, except us, of course, because we read the script ahead of time.
Oh, we knew that. Yeah, we've seen the whole game and how it ends.
That was another changeup. Batter just nicked it off the end of their bat to stay alive.
I
1-2 is the count.
She just hit one of the threads.
Yep.
She had one thread and went foul.
There's a ball outside. 2-2 is the count with 2 outs and a runner on first base. Top of the 5th inning, 6-3, Batbusters over the Firecrackers. There's a slow roll at a shortstop. That's going to be tough. And they make the play. Good throw in the hole from Haley. Good stretch on first base. And the inning is over.
And great throw, got her. Only a strong throw would have got her, and that's what happened.
Yep.
Okay.
Defense flashing some leather that inning.
Yeah. They're putting on a clinic, some of these kids, and that's what you want.
Yep.
And if they're younger kids here, they're going, I want to be like that when I get on the field. Set a good example. Be a good model. And for the wannabe broadcasters for games, you're listening to the best right here. You know, my arm hurts, my left shoulder.
Yeah.
I think that's from patting myself on the back so much.
That could be.
It could be. I'm not saying for sure, but that's what the doctor thought.
We're going to have Elena leading off, so nice diving catch in the field last inning, and then getting a chance to do some damage at the plate here to start the bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch hit hard.
Wow,
That's going to
ball's
go to the
banged.
left center field gap and rolls under the fence for a ground rule double. Nice. First pitch swinging, and we'll have a courtesy runner for the pitcher.
Yeah,
Well,
Lena.
actually, Elena is not the pitcher, so that's a pinch runner, and we might see a re-entry.
She
But
whipped
Alex
that
is running
ball
at
to
second
left.
base.
Wow, that was really a solid smack.
Good first pitch hitting again. That's been the story of the game for the Batbusters. Sophia Magli at the plate, 1 for 2 with a runner on second base. Ball up high. Alex has great speed, so anything past the infield is going to likely score a run. That ball in the dirt, and that gets past the catcher, so Alex moves up to third on the wild pitch. 2-0. There's a ball. There's a called strike, low outside corner, 3-1.
Yeah, it was low.
Yeah, good take on the 3-0 count.
Yeah. And they say it's automatic. It's never automatic.
There's a fly ball to
Tag,
right field that
tag,
might be
tag.
playable.
She hesitated, then took off. With her speed, she made 100-meter dash. She can fly.
There's a hard hit ball to center field, and it is gone. Her second home run of the day, and this time she can enjoy the jog around the bases. Locked in.
Brooklyn walloped that ball. It was gone. She's having a great day at the plate.
That's the 5th home run of the day for the Batbusters.
He's out there. Okay, thanks, Brett.
We see an umpire in right field. I think that's an umpire.
It's the tournament director, perhaps.
Oh, that's who you need to speak to?
There's a high fly ball to right
That
field
could
by
go, too.
Seffi, but it is going to just come down short of the fence, and that's going to be caught. Now he's putting some yellow markers on the fence. I think that's to save the wildlife from flying or running into the fence, because it's hard to see. You mentioned it earlier. We can't really see the fence. It's there.
Oh, that sweet deer out there doing that. So that's a good idea to have it. But you're right. You want to see the fence instead of barge into it.
Sophie O is at the plate. First pitch is fouled off. Second pitch is ball 1. So 1-1 is the count.
You think the other batters want home runs too now? They're all looking for one?
There's a ball. 2-1. Haven't seen that happen yet. Sometimes you see teams do that, and then you get a lot of pop outs, but there's generally been just good hitting across the board here.
Yeah, they get their pitch. Pitcher puts it down the middle. They miss their spot. Ball says, I'll talk to you later. Come get me on the outfield.
3-1 is the count. Ball in the dirt. Runner's going to advance to second base on the wild pitch. So 2-0 is the count. Runner on second base, 2 outs. Called strike. Looked like the sweeper coming in on a right-handed hitter from the left-handed pitcher.
I see that pitch is going to be called again right now. Nope.
Ball low and
It went
outside. 3-1 is the count. Green light given by Coach Hoffman here. Selective, though.
Selective. Get your pitch. How's the changeup? Boy, they're fooling me here.
3-2 is the count now with 2 outs.
Okay, I tried it twice.
Low and outside. Sophie O steals third on the play.
Wow.
How do you like that? We're getting a quick time check here. There's Abby Bennett at the plate. Runner on first and third base. Now,
Abby's been a great sub here. Yeah, I still remember catching left field 2-3 years ago. What? That was a quick 3 minutes.
yeah, I don't know exactly what happened there, but time has officially expired. The game is over, 8-3.
Bringing you the next game. Stick around.
Thanks, everyone. We'll be back on in about 20 minutes.
See you then.
Great job,